Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for F1 Manager 2022 as we continue our worst to first run here with Williams Racing. Currently, we went worst to second at the end of last season, as you guys know. In fact, you can see that right in front of you. Funny story or whatever. I'm wearing the exact same shirt I wore at the very last episode of last season. Now, I wore this shirt because I was like, we're going to be in mourning for this season. Complete coincidental, to be perfectly honest. I'm still wearing the shirt for two reasons. One, I can't stop playing the game, so I'm still playing from the last... it's the same session, guys. It really is. And part two of the reason why I'm wearing the same shirt is because I am instead going to be mourning the downfall of Red Bull this season. They're going down. I have faith they're going down, so we'll see what we can do. I believe I mentioned it one of the episodes couple episodes ago, that I thought these guys would be up in the 90s here in a couple years. I think I said a couple years. That's not, I misspoke or just said the wrong thing. They're gaining probably about a skill point, maybe a skill point and a half per year. So they'll be up in the 90s potentially. Maybe I said 80s in 2 years. Maybe that's what I said. I just wanted to correct that they don't gain skill points. Like, they're not going to get like 10 skill points over the next 2 years. They are going to gain probably over the next couple years. They'll probably gain 2 to 3 skill points. So Duhan will be up in the 80s. Theo will be very close to the 80s. And then very likely will be in the 90s well into the 90s before they end their career, I would think. So unless they stop growing sooner, and we'll see how that goes. Obviously, they're eventually going to stop. Their growth potential is eventually going to stop at some point. But for now, it's still going to be the same. So gave it some thought between episodes. I don't know what you guys commented on because, again, like I said, I can't stop playing the game, so this is still the same session for me. But I've got to give Theo and Jack another chance. I don't know which one to drop. Theo just ended up being the better driver overall, even though he's our worst rated in theory. And then Jack is just, if I'm going to have to pick between these two, I want one aggressive driver and one non-aggressive driver just to kind of maybe split the balance. Jack is still theoretically a better driver than Oliver at this point. So we're going to go with the same guys. You guys might say, no, bring Oliver on. Come on. They got so close. We got to give them another chance to get it right. Come on. They've got to give them another chance. And they're just going to get better this year. So let's go take a look at the inbox. I probably should speed up a little bit here because this is going to be a little bit of a longer episode. We got to do the off season and do the first race. And we'll see where things go from there. Board review, good stuff. Theo thanking me for his driver's championship. Car parts development locked. Wins driver's championship. 2025 season results. I mean, he deserved that at the end there. He raced a good race at the end. He almost won it, right? He almost won it, but he got it second. I didn't think it was even going to be possible. Just overall, really, really well played for everybody. I mean, there was plenty of mistakes along the way, but also plenty of just really good highs, and it was a really lot of fun. Too bad he didn't get like a big chunk of skill points for that, you know? Remarkable season there. What do we want to check real quick? I need to go look at our staff to see what kind of skill points they have. We're still going to work on the underfloor here until you cap out, and then we'll work on probably the front and rear wings equally. We're still going to continue to balance you out because why not? And then you are still going to be pit crew guys. So you guys don't have any skill points at the moment, but that is okay. I feel like our pit crew got really good at there at the end of the season. I was very, very happy with that overall. Anything else we want to look at? Did I already upgrade the drivers? Yeah, I did their points. I forgot. I don't think that's it. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. I guess we could always extend your contract. When does it actually officially end? Is it one more year from now? Or... yeah, ends December of 2026. So we have him for one more full year. So we're good. We don't have to extend it just yet. There's our CFD simulator. Good stuff with that. Anything, let's check our facilities again, make sure there's nothing else that we want to... I do think we need to upgrade the CFD simulator. One more time. Just get that last little bit. I'm not going to care about the cooling as much. I'm going to let those just run their course because, I mean, yeah, it's nice to have the cooling. We've been ignoring it. But I think it's okay to ignore it for now, unless one of you guys tells me that there is some aspect of that. It would not surprise me if the cooling does, in fact, affect how quickly the parts deteriorate. I get that. Then that would make a lot of sense. But for now, I'm okay with just kind of ignoring them for a bit. We're going to be ignoring them in the upgrades anyway, so I think this is worth going ahead and upgrading this all the way. Getting that last little few percentage points, actually quite a few percentage points of things. Actually, I guess that's from the upgrade, from the refurbishment, right? Oh no, that's the upgrade. So yeah, the next upgrade will be a big chunk as well. How long is it actually going to take? Because we're obviously going to be doing a lot of part development this season. 96 days. Okay, that's fair. Good stuff, Theo. I'm so proud of you, buddy. So proud of you. We're going to win this. We're going to win it. I think we're going to win it this season. I really do. Really think we're going to win this. We are revered at the moment. Good stuff. Hit pit crew performance. So pit crew performance degraded, I guess, because of the end of season. And I guess that explains why they, got better as the season went on, because obviously they are training over the course of the season. So regulation changes. Oh, there's no more fastest lap bonus. We were so good at picking up those extra points for fastest laps. Oh, that's unfortunate. Double points for last race is also gone. And then the point allocation is so close. Oh, this is going to be a hard season, actually. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a tough season. Oh. That means it's going to be anybody's race, like at any point in time. We're not going to be able to like jump out to like this massive lead over everybody else, which is the point. Obviously, it's sporting. It's a sporting change. This is actually going to be an extremely tough season. Oh, wow. I mean, we are going to get more at the end of the season if we actually place well, but wow. I forgot that that was in place. I kind of ignored it, kind of set it aside in my mind. Because I'm like, oh, we don't need that. Worry about that. We're going to win it this year. Yeah, that didn't happen. Staff's changes. Everybody looks good. Driver changes. Everybody's looking good there. 13 months left. Theo's making less than these other two guys. That actually doesn't feel fair. You know what? We're gonna give him a contract just for the principle of it all, right? We've got to give the guy a contract. He's gonna be in car 1. And we're gonna say 5 seasons. We're gonna get him in here for a long time. He's currently making 320. We're gonna give him a pretty good bonus here. I'm gonna give him like a 20% bonus, which would be what, 64? So 384. We'll give him 380. And we'll give him a lump sum bonus for 10% of that. I'm gonna just give him a big chunk of money because he deserves it. Come on. Race target bonus. Every time he wins a race, he's gonna get an extra, I don't say another 5% of his paycheck every time he gets a first place finish. Yeah, I like that. Contract declined. He didn't like the salary. Okay. I mean, he's still got quite a bit of patience. We'll give him a little bit more. Still doesn't like the salary. How much more do you want? I mean, this is a pretty big chunk of change over what you were making before. I'm just saying. Okay, we're gonna have to go crazy. I wish you would tell me how much you want. Like, that's the one thing I wish this did, had a good negotiation back and forth. If we gave him a 50% increase, what would that be? That's 480. I think he's gonna want more than that. How high does this go? Stupid no money. You know what? We're gonna go crazy then. We're gonna triple your salary. And I will say if you place top 3, we'll give you that. I mean, I'm suddenly regretting. I'm not regretting it at all. He deserves it. I hope he wants, like, come on. He doesn't even want that much. Okay, well, hopefully he comes back around again later. That's... I wonder if it times out at some point. Wow. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it. If we were going to go get one of these other top drivers. Let's see. What I'm looking for. Drivers. Like, how much is these guys going to cost? Where's like the top guy? Like, how much is Max making? He's probably making the millions, right? Contract. Oh, we don't know. But I guarantee, I mean, he's got to be making like tons of money, right? I have a detailed of this guy, which doesn't really tell us much, but it tells us. Yeah, okay. If this guy's making 1.5 mil, then we definitely should have given him more. Okay, fair enough. I was trying to give him a big chunk based on what he currently is making, but I didn't realize he was going to be trying to rate it based on other things. We got a development point for him though. We'll get another chance and we'll give him some big money. I was not trying to insult him. I just didn't know. I honestly didn't know what ballpark we're talking about. So, fair enough. Please be happy again and negotiate with me again in the future. We only have 6 million before we exceed the cost cap. Wow, we actually went really deep on that. I mean, I'm assuming we're fine though, right? We're about to end the season, right? Where's the cost cap come into play? Oh, here it is. I mean, most of our money was spent on what? I guess car part development, actually. Not. I was thinking it's going to be facilities, but facilities was second. I mean, we're going to be fine. We're not spending anything else, right? All of this is coming up here in a bit. I don't think we're going to be starting any more research projects. We can try. I mean, research projects are relatively cheap. If it gives us time to make another one, we will. But I doubt it does. Research. We'll do another suspension just to see. Oh, it actually will give us just enough time to get one more in. All right. Squeeze out some tiny little bit more. Might as well. Side pods. I doubt we can do another one of these, although a lot of these down here are pretty short. Factory needs to be refurbished. Oh, it's already being upgraded. Or it's already being refurbished? Oh, it's upgrading. Okay. Yeah. So we'll get that upgraded here in 22 days anyway. And that'll take care of that. All right. Do we have enough time to do another side pod? I would be very shocked if we do. No. I'm assuming chassis is just as long. That's actually a little shorter, but still too long. And we already know underfloor is too long. Okay, cool. That's all the research then. The fact that we squeezed one more in there is actually pretty good though. Here's our rear wing. And our front wing. And I'll be right back. All right, where are we at? Okay, let's get past here. Another research complete coming up soon. There's all our research, I believe. I mean, I didn't get that we have scouts out there doing their thing and whatever. Sabine Weber. High growth potential. Interesting. I mean, there's not really any like amazing drivers that are around the age, you know, of the ones we've already picked up. So I think we're pretty happy with what we got. All right, official start of a new season. Welcome to the new season. All right, main fund, sponsor obligations, total, good stuff. Merchandising. Okay, we want to max this out as much as humanly possible. Race simulator events. Weekly experience boosters reduced for each week of each event. You know what? We're going to make this as low as it possibly can be because I think, is that what I did last season? I can't remember. But I want to make sure that we have as much max XP as possible. Pit crew performance. Ideally, we don't have bad pit crew, but it's a lot of money. I think we leave this one low as well, though. And we're still going to have to do 15 days. That's a lot of days. Okay, I'm okay with the memorabilia room being paused. We'll mix that one out. It's not that much, unfortunately. Driver appearance. Driver experience gains paused for each week of the appearance. I'm going to say 10. Lower that down. It's really going to reduce how much money we make, obviously, but I'm tempted to say only Jack does it. That way Theo's to continue to get XP. I'm okay with this one being pretty high because we can factor that into what we're doing. Yeah, we're okay with that. We can do emergency parts if we need them. Car parts manufacturer again. Still, I think I'm still okay with this one being pretty high. We'll just try and factor that into what we're doing. And then race weekend driver appearance. Control performance rating will be reduced during each race weekend that they make a media appearance. Control performance. I think we're going to do like half the season. I hope that's okay. We got to get some money somehow. I think this will be okay. As long as they're still getting experience, I'm okay with a little bit of a ding to their performance itself. As long as it's not like all the time. I think we can make that work. I think I feel pretty good about this. I don't remember how much we had last season, but this feels all right. Third or above constructors, obviously all that stay the same. Balance, incoming, outgoing balance, okay. All right, tiny research boost. Nice, bit bigger research boost. Relatively small. I mean, some of these are relatively small. But, well, they feel relatively small. Maybe they're better than they look. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think this actually might be a tougher season than I expected. So we're going to find out. All these sporting changes are pretty tough. We only get 4 hours here. Or 4, whatever that means. I can't. CFD testing limit for internal testing is, we were at 64 last season. This will be 60, so only 4 hours less. Was it 5 last season? I guess it was. It was like 4.8, wasn't it? I think that's what it was. It was 4.8. That's why I'm confused for a second. So it's okay. It's 4. So that's fine. We'll make all that work. Alrighty. Powertrain manufacturers. I mean, we got to go with Red Bull, right? I mean, this 85% is hugely impactful. But if you look at the positioning, like the two best teams were Red Bull. And everybody else is just way down here, right? So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Mercedes, a 70% power loss threshold is pretty impressive. But when the power is only 90% to begin with. I mean, I think at worst we would go with a Ferrari, which gives us 5% less here, but 5% more there. And a little bit more wear resistance overall. I just think we have to stick with Red Bull. We got to stick with what has definitely been working for us. And see where that gets us. I mean, the durabilities here also come into play, right? Oh, wait a minute. We can actually see this. Oh, we can finally hover over these. Okay, how much power the engine can output. Effect on car performance. Power determines the baseline top speed and acceleration of the car. No matter how aerodynamic the car is, it can't travel faster than the engine allows. Makes sense. Power output is reduced as the engine wears down. Makes sense. How resistant the powertrain is to damage and general wear during races. The maximum durability that the powertrain can wear down to before it starts losing power output. Yeah. How resistant the engine is to losing power output due to wear. A higher wear resistance means slower power output decline. Okay, fair enough. I wish it gave us an actual number of what the power output, maybe it does somewhere, of what the power output is based on wear. Because maybe those 83% engines were like 98% power for all we know. Who knows? Thermal resistance. How prone the engine is to overheating when it isn't cooled effectively. A higher resistance means less aerodynamic cooling is needed to lower the engine temperature. Okay. How quickly the engine uses fuel. That one's pretty easy. How quickly the gearbox wears down. Higher durability means slower wear during races. That makes sense. Actually, this is 60% is actually one of the worst as well. Yeah, we just have to recraft a lot. I mean, the ERS is the only one that we just can almost get by without having to do anything with. All right, we're going to go with Red Bull. I mean, it just seems to make the most sense. Cool. Car reports. 2025 performance, 2026 performance. We are a tiny bit faster, a little bit more acceleration. Cornering's not as good. DRS is a little bit better. I mean, this is just the things that got kind of nerfed. Brake cooling and engine cooling went up a bit. That's not bad. Team roster updates. I love that our drivers, all three of our drivers, are theoretically worse than their reserve driver. Man, they did some stuff last season, so I can't complain too much at all. Cool. New regulations in effect. We've already looked at those. Car part development open. We will definitely be getting on that momentarily. Oh, so we actually get 4.5. Okay, that's fine. 36, 480. Yep. Okay, let's start developing some car parts. Where are we on the grid? Are we literally first across the board? Surprising. Well, what do we need for Bahrain? Oh, did it show? It showed us on there, didn't it? I think it shows us on there, and I was just... My brain was not... Yeah. It's the thumbs up signs, guys. I'll be all right. Crucial for circuit, recommended for circuit. So we really need the cornering to go up a bit, I think, just to make sure we're still good on that. So probably start with the front wing. No, probably start with the underfloor. That's a good one. I guess we have 4 things we can make, so we'll start with both. What am I saying? We'll do 15 here. Will we? We have 60 days till this, 75 days for that. Counting in some engineers. 54. I feel like that might be too tight to guarantee because we obviously will lose some days along the way. So I think for the underfloor, we absolutely will put in some hours. And honestly, we're going to give you a third of the hours. We're going to have the underfloor, the front wing, and the rear wing have a third of the hours each. The last thing we make, we'll just won't have any hours right now. And I think that's going to be fine. We may eventually obviously do some stuff with those, but for now, this is going to be okay. Yeah. We want to optimize aerodynamics. Which apparently does not do anything for anything that we've got currently, but okay. And then intense. 3 million buckaroos. Now, that's one thing. If we develop the entire season, we're going to spend a lot of money. But we will be spending less money on our factories and stuff, facilities, because we've got them almost all capped out. All right, we'll do the front wing. Same thing. Actually, no, this one can go without hours, right? 50 days. And we have 60. Yeah. We can definitely get this one in without hours. Apparently this will lower our high speed. Why is that? I guess because, well, okay. I guess we are lowering it a little bit, but we'll get a bump up. We're getting more of a bump up between these two than we're losing here, and we'll get that back with the rear wing, so that's okay. And then we'll do the rear wing, which... we'll get done in time as well. So we'll put no hours in that one. So it's basically the opposite. We'll lose a little bit there, but we'll gain a whole lot between those two. Well, I'll say a whole lot. Enough to counteract the other thing. Okay. And... okay with that. And then last but not least, whatever one of these we decide we want to do, probably... they all help top speed and acceleration, right? So... actually a tough call. We're first and fifth there. Third. All the way down. Really bad here. Okay, so I think we're doing suspension. We're just really bad on the suspension. And then does this one have enough time to get done? It absolutely does. So we'll do this without hours. This will be race performance. It's just going to make our brake cooling even worse, but what are you going to do? But we will bump up these quite a bit. All right. That's all the parts. Here's our factory upgrade. Nice. What does it actually give us? An extra project. Oh, okay. I don't know why I didn't. Or no, is it the next one that gives us the extra project? Oh, that one did. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love a 6 project, and we could basically be making one of everything at all times. Although we won't have enough engineers for all of that all the time, right? I think I'm going to hold off. We got to be a little careful with our money this season. I think if we're going to go back to the whole idea, if this goes down to 60%, we'll do it then. But we got to be a little careful with our money. Really want to refurbish that, but again, same argument. We can't go super crazy with our money, or else we will get into a pickle. Especially if we're going to be developing a lot more than we did last year. So we could do another project. Oh, is it just manufacturing projects? Did I misunderstand what that was doing? Oh, okay, so it is manufacturing. That is fine. So how long until our new thingamajigger? Our first one comes up in, was it 18 days? 18 days. Here's our first design, our suspension. Nice to get some development points for some people. Extremely good driver sitting on our bitch. Oh, all things considered. Oh, he's actually open to negotiations again. You know what? We'll wait. Now that we know that how much money we might have to spend based on like different things, we may wait to see. Will we though? Trying to decide what's the right thing to do here. You know, we're gonna go ahead and try and lock him in here. I'd hate for somebody to come along and steal him. Let's give you... I don't know. What would you take? Would be 16 mil would be 5 times what you're currently making, or 1.6 mil. That's a lot of money. You're already happy with the lump sum bonus and the race target bonus, so I don't think we need to bump those up. Bonus threshold, you were like bleh about. I don't think I want to change this at all, though. Wow. You want a ton of money. Haha. Okay. This is 6 times what you're making now. I wish you would tell me how much you want, because I just need to know. Okay, we'll go up to 7 times what you're making now, which would be what? 2.24? You're basically getting per race half of what your entire, or per month, half of what your entire salary is right now. All right. I mean, this is, he doesn't take it, he doesn't take it. I mean, this may be more than I want to spend on him, to be honest. We tried. We tried. We'll come back again. Wow, he wants a lot of money. I mean, the sooner we lock him in for a lot of money, the better, I guess, right? We haven't done the new parts. So that was suspension. Suspension is now, we're at 3rd. I think chassis, maybe. I'm just gonna do one of each of these at this point. Oh, you know what? No, we'll do this. We'll do the suspension again. This time we'll put some. Oh, we don't have any hours, do we? Yeah. We already used. We're gonna save the hours for the other stuff. Well, the sooner we get the suspension out, the sooner we can go ahead and just make a really good suspension, right? So I think that's probably okay to keep doing suspension stuff. I'm not going to manufacture anything just yet. Our wind tunnel. Nice. We're spending so much money. There's our front wing. All right, this one needs hours. Alright, we'll do low speed performance for you. I mean, we're not getting no actual increases, but I assume we're getting numerical increases. We're not getting like rank increases or anything. So the front wing won't be done for 42 days, so we will need to craft some new front wings. The rear wing will be done in 2 days. We'll be able to get that going. Underfloor in 19 days, we'll definitely get that. And the suspension in 8 days, we'll get that. So front wing, we definitely want to go ahead and manufacture. It's normal. We'll just do 4 of those. I have a feeling that cost cap's going to come in, start biting us in the rear end this time around. Need 2 of these for now. They will both definitely get done in time. Guess we gotta refurbish the tour center. Boardroom is fine for now. Alright, suspension design completed. I think this is the suspension that we want to craft for this next race. So we want 2 of those normal. That's fine. And then... now we just need something, right? Do we want to do suspension again? Let's do the chassis, I think. And we do need to make some of those new suspensions. Oh, we already got the manufacturing project going. Do we really? What? Did I queue that up and just put... yeah, I did. I know I did, because it said... okay. My brain is not... is trying to do multiple things at once. In fact, we can even go see here. So we got 4 researches, just make, or 4 designs to make sure those are still going. We got the front wing, the suspension, and we did just finish the rear wing. So we can go ahead and get that put on our cars. Right, I think we have 2 front wings we can also do as well. That definitely is worse. Just make sure we are actually getting improvements here. Yeah, we're good. Still first across the board, which is what we want to see. There's our front wings being done. First in everything except cooling. Someday we're going to realize how much that bites us. But for now. Nice. Safety simulator refurbished. Undo scouts. I don't care. Obviously going to cost us more money, but we get a lot more stuff out of it. None of these will... Oh, sorry. The underfloor will be done before the race, but nothing else. Keep poking at our staff to make sure we're getting as much as when we do developments as possible. How's our drivers doing? We got a skill point here. All right, good stuff. There's our tour center. Leave that one, that's fine. I mean, I do still want the weekly experience coming in, but I've got to play the long game here. It's nice to leapfrog an entire design there in the middle. All right, so probably have the fastest cars in the West. I just really care about where we are in comparison to Red Bull. A tiny bit faster there. I mean, we are just better across the board. Not by significant margins in a lot of these, but enough that it's going to make a difference. Man, their cooling is so good compared to ours. There's our underfloor. Well, before we do anything else, let's make sure we're designing a new underfloor. And that's 75 days. And we definitely want this to get some hours. Guess we'll do one rushed, and then we'll do one normal. Just to make sure. I think it'll get there in time when it's the same day, but just to be safe. Just making sure everything's... I always have this panic moment where like, I did click everything properly, right? All right, there's our underfloor rushed. And then we will... do an underfloor normal in 5 days. Yep. I mean, it's a pretty significant boost across the board. Wow. Alrighty. First and everything, and we just got a little bit better even before or after that was done. The memorability room. I mean, yeah, I guess we'll refurbish you. Might not be super critical in the considering what we're doing, but might as well. I think both drivers get in the top 6, at least for the first 6 races. I mean, that's risky just because if somebody crashes out, but we can't predict that, right? So I think both drivers get in the top 6. Here. And then I think both drivers definitely reached the Q3. And both drivers reached Q2. To the race weekend. First race of the new season. I mean, are we as good as we should be? With, you know, a good chunk of research done. And best cars, you know, decent drivers. Are we where we want to be? Okay, so yeah, the 3 DRS, I see that. And pretty big jump between soft and hard. I mean, almost 2 seconds. Wow. I mean, who do we swap out? I think Theo is the driver to be right now. So I think for now, Doohan actually takes the hit. Seems crazy, but Theo proved himself last season. All right, obviously car parts fitting. We're not changing anything there. Setup. All right, back to the beginning. All right, we want to be at 4.0, 11, 6 to 4, 3.4, and 0.5. Looks good. Straights is way out. We just need to bring that back quite a bit. That's going to put you at 6.5, 12, 7 to 3, negative 2.95, and 0. Just to get that like within a range at least. Red Bull's still so fast. I mean, it comes down to the drivers, right? At that point, we know we have the faster cars. Their drivers are just leagues above ours. But that's okay. It's okay. We can still beat them. .325 and then 0.55. And you got all greats. .104 setups left. Wow. We got some work to do. .55, 11.5, 7.3, 3.10, and .30. 3 greats. Good. Hey, we at least got an optimal. For the one that we actually adjusted. 152 setups. Yep. Nothing else needs to change. Practice 2. They are so fast. Watch them just destroy us this season. If they do, they do, right? Okay, I should probably caveat some things. If we're not in first place around the time that research needs to start, then we've got to play the long game again. If we are in first place, then we're going to play the short game. Does that make sense? All right, 6.0, 11.5, 6 to 4, 3.15, and 0.5. That gets us a great, a good, which at least tells us which direction to go. Another great. Hey, we got 1 optimal and a great. Hey, we're down to 5 setups. Cool. Looks good there. Might as well try to lock in this last percentage point, because why not? You're at optimal. Great. And then all optimals. 4 setups left. Literally just changing that, just trying to fine-tune the braking. All right. Let's do the last practice. I mean, if this is how the season's going to go, I mean, the fact that the points are closer now does mean that they'll never run away with it, right? But I was really hoping we'd be faster than them. All right, only 14 out of 15 points. Part of that's because of, obviously, the big part of that actually is the car part knowledge, which is fine. At least we got the setups to 100%. I mean, I guess there's no reason to swap these. I mean, they're fine. They're still, obviously, right where we need them to be. Alternatively, we could go ahead and put new engines on because, I mean, some of these parts have to be like practice parts anyway, right? Yeah, why not? All right, let's go qualifier. We ain't qualifying so good, is we? That's better. I mean, still right behind Red Bull, but kind of more in line with what we would have expected. All right, fair enough. Oh, I feel like we have so many other teams that are going to be competing with us this season.
Race day has arrived.
You really want to run that far down? What? Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we switch you to a medium, you're going to be much better off. All right, run something like that. Again, I don't get that part. So we'll do the same thing with you. You guys are absolutely identical. 21, 21, 39, 30. Nope, you're at 38. So we just need to shift you. We'll probably shift you to 20, maybe. Yeah, should be fine. 1 lap sooner on both sides, right? Well, actually, this one's a little bit sooner on this side. Either way, I think this is fine. So you're at least pitting off from each other. That's really the important part of this. Oh. And then we'll go ahead and do... So did I decide if the overtake was better than the all out? I'm going to try the overtake again. I don't know. I don't know if it really matters. We have to use one mandatory compound? What? Is that not what this... This? Is it because the other two are coming? Yeah, mandatory compounds are... Okay. I'm confused about how some of this is... why it's not counting the mediums as a mandatory compound, but whatever. We'll go with that. It's gonna be a long episode. Sorry, guys.
It looks like clear weather. Here we go with the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
You're neck and neck. Going back here. Oh, they're on softs. Surprised they're able to do it. Oh my goodness, what was that, dude?
There's an overtake.
What was that, Doohan? It's not too late to replace you. I mean, all we got to win is the constructors. One of these guys starts struggling. We're obviously putting Oliver in, well, if we can. I actually don't know how to swap them mid-season if we even can. Maybe we can't.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
Come on, Williams. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Get this, get this, get this, get this, get this, get this. Okay. You are immediately switching to full-on deploy. We're going to go down to aggressive. Keep hard on the fuel. You're still fine. Come on, Theo, buddy. Thought you were the best driver from last season. You wanted big money. What's going on? There you go. Oh, I left you on aggressive longer than I meant to, but I think you'll be all right. Or attack is what I meant to say. Next, we'll go ahead and just bump you down standard. I don't want you guys fighting, so if you're behind, you're not going to fight right now. Fortunately, DRS is going to kick in, which is going to kind of make all this a bit of a moot point, but that's all right. All right, ready at point 2, so we'll go ahead and just go down to balanced. Settle in here. Alright, I don't know if there's much to see in this middle stretch. We're just going to go ahead and start speeding things up a little bit just because I want to try and get through this first race a bit since we are making this a long episode. We'll come back once it's time to pit and stuff.
Is that a lockup?
Oh, don't let him past us.
Red Bull gained a place.
Just in case that affects anything. This DRS chain is gonna go forever.
Red Bull moved up. Sounds like a spin.
Come on, guys, let's get past him. There's Doohan. So many DRS zones on this racetrack that it's really hard for us to get to a point where we could start gapping these guys at all.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Sometimes we'll be going back and forth a lot with him. Like that right there. Oh, both of us tripped past him there. Both of us passed him, then Theo's back to not fighting his teammate.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
It's like they're driving side by side to keep people from getting past them. So that's pretty good, I guess, as long as they're safe about it. All right, Doohan's pit's coming up. All right, we're going to go ahead and take off the don't fight. And we're going to put you on harvest. If he gets past you, that's fine.
Sounds like a few cars have crashed.
All right, we kind of expected he would, so that's okay. I'm going to have you don't fight for now. All right, a bunch of guys pitting right now because of the, they're on softer tires. All right, we're going to go ahead and get you started harvesting. All right, you're okay. I think we want to turn this off. If he passes us, that's fine. Which he did. And then we'll turn you on, don't fight. And you're still on harvest, that's okay. Alright, go ahead and bring out the hards. We will go ahead and have you attack. Theo's actually going to be fine. Not doing anything crazy here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and have you just harvest this. Well, do we want to? No, you're fine. Stay neutral. You're going to pit in for your hearts. And you're going to go ahead, just go aggressive. I don't want to go too crazy. I don't want to burn this down too much. You can just go back to neutral for now. Let's go swap to you and watch your pits time. I'm guessing 2.6 because it's early in the season. Maybe 2.7s. Two more six. I mean, I think that's respectable this early in the season. Good pass. Maybe. Do we keep it? I don't know if we kept it or not. Let's watch Theo for a second. Although right as you're passing this, we're gonna go down to aggressive. We're gonna leave you aggressive probably for 2 laps. You got 2.6 as well. Not bad. Barely, but still.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Okay. We're right on this guy's tail. We are. Let's go ahead and go overtake. And we'll go back to Duhan for a minute.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
Come on, Theo. Keep it up, buddy. Alright, I'm going to drop you down. We're actually going to leave you aggressive one more time. Drop you down on the fuel for now. I need to do a tiny bit of harvest just to get you back above a certain point. We'll go about half a lap. You need to go down to aggressive, sorry. Alright, that's good enough, I think. You need to go neutral. Alright, settle in here. You're fine on neutral for now. You're going to stay aggressive for one more lap. And your fuel is going to be able to go for one more, or at least a little bit more. Do any of these people around us need a pit? Not for a while. Actually, no. None of these guys have to pit. Okay. Well, this is our positioning. Interesting. I actually thought we would be better than this. Duhan struggling to keep up with these guys.
Seems to have been a lockup.
Go, 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 go. Not enough. Go. Think you got it. Good job. I mean, in theory, our cars are faster than everybody except Red Bull. Well,
And there's an overtake.
our cars are faster than Red Bull. Just whether our combination of cars and drivers are faster than Red Bull is the big question. Alright, I think I'm going to speed up this middle chunk. Let them do their things. We'll come back when we get one more pit and we will see if we can get anything really good once we're on our last softer tires. Expect there to be a little bit of jostling for position here. Maybe not. I mean, Theo, not quite getting past 11th. Duhan just got up to 3rd, though, so there we go. There's something.
There's a spin.
Duhan just leapfrogged all the way up to 1st. Good job.
I think there's been contact on the track. We can take a look now. Now let's look at this. Here's George Russell.
Oh,
And that's a big smash.
okay then. Well, that explains that. And it was Verstappen's fault. You couldn't have done that last season, buddy? In the last race or something? Come on, man. Oh, look. The other Red Bull car.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
He was up to A. Oh, he was up to A for a second. Come on, buddy. You can get it again. I mean, I could start harvesting a bit and try to do some overtakes. I definitely will once we get into the last, I think, set. I want to get into our nice last tires. Still got a lot of time on these, though. You know what? Let's get something going here. Drop you down to speed 4 just so I can kind of react a little bit more quickly. We'll start harvesting these guys a little bit. Keep an eye on their gaps, though. Start falling back too much, we're going to have to change some things. Are you really about to begin your pit window? Alrighty then. Let's put you on aggressive then. Actually, we're going to put you on attack. You're about to be in your pit window too. We're going to put you on attack as well. We'll just come out screaming on our last set of tires, I guess, at this point.
Who's running wide there?
Do and run wide. Put you on neutral. Put you on neutral. He was up to 7th.
Someone's run wide.
Come out on our mediums.
And we will be boxing this lap.
So there's no fastest lap point, so that's kind of irrelevant other than the fact that it's nice to see, I guess.
Box this lap.
Not very good. Almost 2.8. Okay. Only one car in front of you will keep you on deploy. Dude, get out of my way. Dude, get out of my way. Thank you.
It's a collision!
2.7. I'm gonna put you down as standard for now, but you know what? We haven't been burning a lot. We're gonna keep you on aggressive one more lap. Fortunately, we do need to harvest a smidge. Half a lap's worth. Actually, we're probably just gonna keep you on harvest for a while. All right, you gotta drop down to balance. I should have done it sooner. You're about to come in and you're fun and aggressive. You're actually gonna go to harvest. Put you down to standard. Keep you on harvest. Actually, you need to go back to neutral because there's nobody in front of you. I may have to cut back on the fuel here in a bit, but we'll do that in a later, I guess, as we get a little bit closer. I guess actually right now, while we're getting other things going on, we're going to go ahead and just drop everything down. As long as we can stay behind these guys. Get a little bit of fuel back. Same with just one car in front of us. I bet we get right past him. We'll go back to balance then. We will go to neutral till we catch up with the next guy. How's Theo? Theo's still a little ways behind. Are these guys pitting? These guys have to pit still. Okay.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
I guess we'll go back to harvest and conserve while we're behind this guy. Something tells me we're about to pass him. It's not quite yet. Go back to neutral. We'll leave you on conserve. Alright, Theo's behind somebody. Sort of, but not really. No, he's not. Alright, we actually went too far on that. We're going to go ahead and go back to harvest though for just a second.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
We do have Verstappen on our tail. Or not so much on our tail anymore. It's alright, that's alright. We'll follow behind him for a minute. That's what you get for having an aggressive driver, I guess.
Yeah. Deployed. Copy.
Here's the replay. Now here we see Max Verstappen. Goodness me, that is a serious collision.
So I got the penalty though. I mean, it seems a little unfair in some ways, but it's all right because I was kind of in that area and he was trying to cut me off a bit, which is, I mean, he's got to do, and I got to put the brakes on, but it's not like we locked up and ran into him. He literally just swooped right in front of us, which, you know, is what you do. Can't say that he did anything wrong. I guess I'm going to go over to overtake here. I mean, I'm assuming we can still race with a minor damage to our front wing. I'm not planning on pitting. At this point, we're just trying to get as many points as we can. Got faster tires than we do. I think we pass him here in a minute. In fact, we're going to go ahead and go full deploy. Full aggressive. Not doing anything with the fuel just right now. So I need to try and chase down the guy in front of us now. Which might be possible.
There's an overtake from
Almost at a point where we can do something with the two-hand as well. Probably this next lap or maybe the one after. Catch him just about. All right, you're gonna go neutral for a bit.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a
All right, let's put you on harvest behind him. Doohan, you're fine. I mean, we need to get you closer again so we can do another. We can have actual pass here in a moment, but you're fine for the moment. Oh, you actually passed him, so never mind. We'll go neutral.
and a new position just gained by Williams.
Come on, get on this guy's tail. I mean, I definitely think we're slower because of the damage, but we're staying pretty close. Oh, he ran wide, didn't he? Alright, we're going to go ahead and go full on deploy. We're going to, not push, aggressive. Can we get caught up and pass this guy? Come on, go, 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 go.
Alpine just advanced.
Go, 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 go. No. Okay, let's go into overtake. Try and prolong this a little bit more and just find a good spot. Might not be possible for us to get past him. I mean, I think we can win this with Theo. I just don't know if Doohan can get any more traction here. I think his aerodynamics are just too off right now. Some of these guys are going to start getting into the danger zone on their tires. I mean, Red Bull already is. Looks like Ferrari won't be. And then, I don't know about the other guys. They're close. We just lost the interview here. A little too much. Yeah, we lost it. It's alright.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Yeah, that was hugely our fault. We're losing that.
Position gained for Mercedes.
I gotta get this back because that was dumb. That was me paying attention to other things for a split second, which is all it takes. And this guy's tires are just completely tore up at this point. So I think we gotta try and go ahead and flip it overtake. Go ahead and go aggressive. See if we can get past him. Definitely making some mistakes, Mr. Doohan. I don't know what your problem is now. Well, we tried. I mean, I think I can actually leave you on aggressive for the rest lap or so. We'll just go back to Theo for a minute. Pretty much, Theo, at this last lap, you've just got to defend here.
Just gained by Williams.
We're going to go aggressive. We are going to go ahead and push on the fuel, and we're going to go ahead and defend.
We've just had a spin.
Gonna watch the fuel like a hawk, though. Fortunately, doesn't look like Doohan's gonna get anything. Okay, that's about all the fuel we can spend. I think we've got this. We at least got first place. It's something. The only other team that's potentially competing with us right now is actually Mercedes. Because they got one up ahead of us here and one behind us here. Everybody else has got singletons and nobody in the top 10. Right? Like, there's literally not a single team. What? That's crazy. It's this close.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
I think if Doohan didn't have the aerodynamic issues, he could have definitely made some moves there. But if we'd pit him, I think he would have been further behind. So I think it was the right choice to keep him in there, get some points. Life goes on. He actually might drop out of points if the seconds add up. I'd not come to think of it. Which, it is what it is. No, this guy was further behind, so I think we're okay. Oh, did we take the penalty in the next race? Is that what it is? Oh, it only goes down to 8th? Oh, I didn't notice that difference, right? I did not notice that it was only the top 8 get points. Okay, interesting. Okay. Less points kind of overall, but also less positions they get points, which kind of makes a pretty big difference. So, Theo, hey, he's familiar position for Theo. Hey, familiar position for Williams Racing. Only 1 point ahead of Mercedes, though, so they're going to be some competition for us this year. Good to get some development points, some money. All right, well, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, race number 2. Keep on keeping on and see if we can get a better race out of Jack 2 on one of these days. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.